Yeah, I know. I hear you, and I don't care. You're tuned in for those in the cheap seats. The words you just heard me utter were the words that were stated in I believe it was a Twitter feed by Ava DuVernay in regards to wanting black people, especially black men, to be quiet about voicing our opinions of why we won't or will not vote for Kamala Harris. I don't care what you have to say about Kamala Harris. I just want you to shut up and vote. We're back to this again, shutting up and voting. Because this seems to be the direction that people like Ava DuVernay want blacks to go in regards to how we vote, especially when it comes to a person like Kamala Harris. You shouldn't have the right to say, we don't want to vote for this particular person because we don't agree with this person's policies and their past actions in regard to judicial policies and legal policies that unfairly and unjustly incarcerate blacks. Again, coming from a person that has spent too much time in Hollywood sipping wine and eating cheese with the white liberal elites, telling black people who are out here struggling, who are witnessing family members get murdered with impunity by the police, and all the other issues we have with a person like Kamala Harris. She wants you to ignore those issues and shut up and vote. You shouldn't have an opinion. You shouldn't have an opinion at all. Your political awareness and your political sharpness should not be intact because you're a group of people who once again and yet again are being told how you should move about in the world. You can't make this stuff up. You have a woman that is telling a group of people, mind you, the largest voting bloc for the Democrats, to shut up and vote. I hear you. I know. And I don't give a damn. I got a question. Who the hell is Ava DuVernay? And who the hell is she to tell us how to vote? I mean, see, this is what happens when you give credence to people who do projects that are just, projects they're doing because they want you to have a perceived notion of them being some type of pseudo pro-black. Yes, she did 13. Yes, she did When They See Us. So what? I'm not going to give her credence to say that she's some staple in the community where she has a voice that she can lead us to the promised land. Who the hell is Ava DuVernay? Who the hell is she to tell us how to vote and how to cast our vote? I tell you what, Ava DuVernay, you come to the table with a list of the pros of why we should vote for Kamala, and you bring your money to the table, then we'll consider listening to you. Because right now you just have an opinion and you're voicing an opinion from a place of stupidity. We ain't buying what you're selling. I don't care what movies you did for Netflix. I don't give a damn. You don't tell us how to vote. We vote how we want. Black people are becoming a very astute voting group who, for the better part of 50 years, have been asleep at the wheel when it came to casting our vote. Now we're waking up. We're realizing that voting without money behind the vote is a fool's errand, and we're saying, hey, look, we have an agenda. We want you to commit to this agenda before you get into office. Not this ass backwards stuff of voting them in first, and then once they get in office, demanding tangibles from that person once they get in office, like they have any reason to now listen to you, that they're in a position of power. I mean, this is stupidity on the highest level. You're gonna put somebody in office first, then demand things later. Instead of demanding first, bringing the money behind the demands before they even get elected, to let them know we're serious about our vote, we're serious about our power. And see, this is the point. Voting with economics behind it is power. And people like Ava DuVernay don't want you to exercise power. She wants you to exercise being submissive to power, but she don't want you to actually exercise being a power yourself. That's why she just wants you to vote without anything being offered to you. Just shut up and vote. And I've heard a lot of these boule Negroes on these black media outlets, the old black media outlets, saying, well, you got to get them in office first, then you can put the demands on them later. Ass backwards nonsense. That's not the way the political system works. You don't vote people in, then make demands later. You make demands and you bring economic power behind those demands before you vote them in. See, this is the correct way to do civics. This is the correct way to engage in the political system in America. Not the way the boule Negroes want you to engage. They want you to engage in civics in the political system in America from an ass backwards position. Meaning you vote people in and then you say, well, can we get something now, sir or madam? And they say, I can't do it. I got other constituents to worry about. I can't do anything for you because the other constituents might look at me as being favorable to one group only. We're not falling for this ass backwards stuff. We're not doing it. And if Ava DuVernay has an issue with that, I tell you what, Ava DuVernay, make a movie that actually succeeds. Take the money from that movie, bring it to the black community, so we can then reinvest that money into a form of economic posturing in the political system. Then we might give what you're saying a consideration. But until you do that, sit down, Ava DuVernay. Sit down. That's all I got to say on this topic. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one. Peace.